Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
celebrating queers.
Queers,
all
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Currently hosted by I Love Melville, Live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet, we've got the Mamas,
Lilo's going to perform.
and Robert Whitehead. Fancy City, I tell you, there was everybody everywhere.
Good evening and welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Gossip Invasion. I am your host, Jalen Warfield, and tonight, my beautiful co-host, she'll introduce herself, a familiar face.
Hi guys, I'm Kirsty. Oh, I'm so excited to be on the show tonight.
Be back on the show. This is producer Kirsty. This is my
guys.
right-hand woman, my behind the scenes.
Period.
My the dream team over here tonight.
You know what it is? You know.
First things first, we're gonna step into some local gossip because something that is on everybody's lips and minds at the moment is rapper Shane Eagle.
Ooh, guys, he is even trending. He is
On Twitter.
trending because of his
So
yeah.
so he's trending because he decided to trap us with his thirst this morning. It wasn't even 10 o'clock in the morning.
Guys, I mean, imagine waking up to that and then you're like,
Lucky girlfriend.
you know, oh well.
Oh, well. So Shane decided to get intimate with us. I think that's the better way to put it. He decided No, that sounds so
Okay,
bad.
no.
But there's no way to say this like
He-
appropriately.
Wait, I think he just decided to give us like
A taste?
he decided to show us a side of him we didn't expect to see.
Yes.
I think that's the best way to put it.
Keep the relationship
Yeah, you know.
alive, surprise us, excite his fans.
And there were so many guys in the comments that were only dragging him. Why?
We didn't even tell them what they were dragging him for.
Like,
Mr. Eagle decided that he was going to show us Shane Jr. No, well, not so Junior, but Shane Jr.
Okay.
Not fully frontal, but he gave us a
glimpse.
glimpse.
A glimpse of what Shane Jr. looks like.
Yeah. And he was
Okay.
trending because people were like, Batong Shane, how are you gonna come on 9:30 on a Wednesday morning?
I mean, I'd understand if it was like, you know, any day of the week at like midnight. But in
Or
the morning,
after 10 at least. Let us have breakfast before you bombard us with your member. Before you show us what you're
I'm sorry,
working
but
with.
this is so funny because
It is.
you wouldn't expect it from Shane. It's like J. Cole posting
Yeah, that's what
a
people are
thirst
saying.
trap. I'm like, okay. Or even Aries. Like, can you imagine Aries posting such?
I don't listen to any of these men.
Neither do I, but I mean, I'm just saying.
But now it started an entire challenge on Twitter. They're like, oh, the Shane Eagle challenge.
Yes, I saw that and I was like, no. I just think nobody should post any.
People are posting the replied tweets.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, so this is what we're doing now. This is a lot to take in on a Wednesday of all the days. It's hump day, they do say though.
Hump
So
day?
yes, because you're going over the hump. Because Wednesday is like the middle of the week. What hump were you thinking, Kirsty? What hump were you thinking?
No, I thought maybe like, okay, I don't even know what I was thinking, but at least now I know.
I see you.
You sees me?
I see you. And people are saying that with the Shane Eagle challenge, the only person who's not going to participate is MT.
Yeah. Oh, guys, are people still on MT's case? Because what? But first of all, why would you go live and decide to show your viewers something like?
While you're taking care of
I mean,
what is it? He was peeing.
well, even worse. Like, why?
And he accidentally turned the camera down, and everybody was like, "Oh, bruh, this is it. Is that all? Is
But
there
there were
nothing
so
else?"
many people that were saying like, I don't know if you saw that one comment. They were like, if the guys from Limpopo have to post this,
Yes,
it will end in tears.
dude. People were saying that Shane Eagle, he's not colored, he's vendor. People were literally like, "Oh no, Shane Eagle, that's not a colored man. He is vendor from Limpopo because, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay." Let's go on to something that's a little bit more safe
Yeah.
and age appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because our
Yeah.
families are watching. Mr. Costa Tidge.
Oh yes.
Literally from one rapper to another.
Yeah.
And they're both trending for like not the greatest things.
Well, I mean, Shines isn't that negative, but I mean, it's not something you'd want to trend for, you know.
But
Rather
then-
trend about your music and something that is positive.
But then again, as they say, no publicity is bad publicity.
Yeah, but I mean, also, it's always important to uphold your reputation.
True, and people are saying, "Oh no, how's he gonna find a wife now that he's revealed himself to the whole world?"
Oh wow, guys, come on.
But then the thing is that it's because they say that about women that they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, so now we
Oh
must do the same to men."
yes, let's do reverse shaming.
No, but shaming isn't necessary for anyone.
Exactly, but my thing is, women always get shaming, whether you know, it's just okay. But anyway, let's just move on from that topic.
Yeah, let's move on to Mr. Costa Tidge.
Costa Tidge.
So we spoke about him yesterday because he was trending on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
And
I think he's still trending currently.
oh yes, but now it's not for anything good.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
yes, it's a 180, not a 360, a 180.
180.
So he was trending yesterday because he released a snippet of his song and he was speaking in a Tsotsitaal essentially, which is like it's a combination of vernac languages, but it's the less formal version. And people were saying, why is this white rapper not rapping in English or Afrikaans? Why is he rapping in vernac? Is this cultural appropriation? Is it cultural appreciation? And on the show yesterday, we were like, okay, you know, he's grown up around people who speak vernac. He's taken on the language because that's what we were seeing on Twitter. That's what we were led to believe. And then today, a video has come out on Twitter as well where where Costa admits that he never grew up around anyone who speaks vernac, that he uses Google Translate to write songs, and that he gets his friends to translate the phrases for him.
How? What in the? Oh my goodness! What? Oh, okay, I'm kind of shocked though because the way he sings the songs that he makes, like you know, in vernac, it's so proper. You'd actually think that he knows how to speak. So the fact that he goes on Google Translate,
it's really like it's like what's the word? He is fully not motivated, committed. He's fully committed to his image.
Yeah.
He's fully committed to making us believe that he's this white rapper who speaks vernac.
So now we literally have come to the conclusion that yes, Costa Tidge is culture appropriating.
Culturally, yeah.
Yes.
He's a culture vulture.
And like I was really not expecting this because I genuinely like Costa's energy. Like I know, you know, you find a lot of white people who speak vernac and things like that, but with him it's different. I don't know. I think it's just because he embraces it so much that you'd believe it's a part of him. Guys, like no, I'm quite disappointed because I really like Costa. But hey.
Because he was saying that the only reason that he truly put so much effort into he's basically blackfishing. He's blackfishing without the complexion products. He's taken on an entire black aesthetic, an entire black way of doing music, and he's tried to like make it his own to an extent. And he admitted that the only reason he's doing this is because in South Africa, you do not make waves in the music scene if you do not speak more than one language. So from a business side, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like if you're thinking about it, like, okay, how am I going to increase my listeners? How am I going to reach audiences that I wouldn't necessarily have thought of, or they wouldn't necessarily have initially thought of listening to my music? How am I going to make myself more appealing to the masses? And he's gone about it in a very intelligent way. I will give him credit for that because that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, okay, what I want to say is if he knew, well, he already knew, but like, couldn't he have kept it to himself that he didn't grow up, you know, around people of color who taught him these languages and, well, these languages, you know, which influenced him to, be this rapper who sings and raps in vernac. Like, he could have honestly just kept the truth to himself and just left it as is, because now he's going to get dragged, because now it actually looks like, he's not appreciating the culture. He's just using it for
His own
good.
benefit.
Yeah. And that's exactly what culture appropriating is, when you take a different culture and use it for your own personal good.
Yeah. But then
It's quite tricky, though.
It also begs the question, is he taking it purely for his... Okay, usually with cultural appropriation, you're taking it for your own good, but you're not giving credit to the culture that it belongs to.
Yeah.
So because Costa seems to have somewhat given credit to the cultures that he's using in his music style and his influences, would it not still be cultural appreciation?
Yeah. You see, when it comes to culture appreciation and culture appropriation, there is such a thin line between the two. But like I said yesterday, when I commented, I was like, I definitely think that he's appreciating. But after hearing this, like, I'm a bit confused.
Then also, like, the thing is that's not necessarily our call to make.
Yeah.
Because we don't really belong to either of these cultures.
Yeah.
We're more looking, like, as much as
But I mean, we are allowed to observe. So,
yes, that's what I was about to say. As much as we can observe, we can't necessarily pass judgment.
No, we're not passing any judgment. We're kind of just giving our opinion. Like, we're not judging anybody. We're not disregarding his talent or anything. We're kind of just pointing out things we see.
Yes.
You see.
Okay, just making that clear for anyone who's watching and thinks that we're being judge, jury, and executioner. But it's like, it's really, I don't know. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised, because he really led a lot of people to believe that that he respected these cultures, and maybe he still does.
Yeah, he should have just made it known from the beginning that, guys, I didn't grow up speaking the language, and just what everyone thought, he should have just cleared from the beginning.
But then if he went and he did that, no one would have ever taken him seriously.
Yeah, okay, true. Yeah, which comes down to when you said you agree with the business side of the decision he made.
I didn't say agree with it. I said I respect it.
Yeah, respect.
I can understand, like, from a purely business point of view, I can understand exactly what he was doing. It's like Omar Rusks using traditional Zulu prints on their boxes. Because, like, Omar being an very Afrikaans thing, but it's also very South African. So by them putting traditional Zulu prints on their boxes, they're appealing potentially to a different market.
Yeah.
But at its base, it is still a very white product. It's just something that we've grown to love, because, like, Rusks are very South African, but that's not the topic of the day. So then maybe you could say that, like, Kostetich is an Omar Rusk box with Zulu print. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. But I get what you mean. I get.
Like, I'm trying to think of very South African, or like a Puruvas roll with chakalaka on top. You feel it's like a very white thing, but with a little bit of black influence over it. It's not. I know it's not the same extent.
Okay.
But
I think let's just skip that part, because your explanation and your descriptions.
Listen, you understand.
Are you not embarrassed?
This is very embarrassing.
It's embarrassing right now, the way you're describing certain things.
It's embarrassing for Mr. Kostetich. It's not embarrassing for me. Don't die, please. Not on air. Die off air. So someone else who might be dying. Oh, shame. He's not dying. He's not dying, shame. I don't know where. That just came out. I didn't think about that. It came out
very wrong.
It did.
It did.
So yesterday, again, we spoke about Tory Lanez. His court case has started. Yeah, so I think...
And is there any, like, I want to say, news on, like, any update on how Meghan feels about this whole arrest that it has taken place?
Meghan hasn't spoken out on Tory being charged.
Yeah.
Which I think that she's just trying to kind of move on from it.
Yeah.
Because obviously being shot it's not child's play. It's not something that you can heal from immediately. Because if that, with hypotheticals, with a gun, one wrong shot,
Dead.
if you aim poorly, death.
Mm.
So I think for her life probably like flashed before her eyes.
Well, I mean, what if she was left disabled? What if she couldn't walk again after being shot in her feet?
What if her healing process took even longer? Like there's a lot of
And what if it got infected?
there's a
So
lot
a
of
lot of
what
things,
ifs.
yeah.
Okay, I don't think it would have gotten infected because she has the money to kind of like
Yeah.
get good
But I
healthcare.
mean,
But still,
anything's possible.
exactly. Like nobody thought that Tori would have shot Megan.
I mean,
Like when they were busy on each other's IG lives, living their
Guys,
best life.
like the energy, like the way they got along so well. It was like I genuinely loved the two. Hey, like
Hmm.
that's why I was so shocked when they were like Tori shot Megan. And then for him to even lie and say he didn't and they
Yeah.
were a thing, like no, like that just made me look at him in a really different way.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, I just really hope that she's healing from this and
Mhm.
she's moving forward. And with him, I hope he learns his lesson.
I think 22 years in prison will teach a very good lesson
Mhm.
because he's going to lose. He's going to lose out so much of his
But
life.
do you think that he's going to go to prison for exactly 22 years? I definitely think that when it comes to his sentence, they might not give it like give all of it to him. They
Mhm.
would take some away and then tell him, okay, you get for maybe, let's say for instance they drop it to 10 years and
Yeah.
then on good behavior you'll get 5.
Potentially.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he's going to go for a whole 22 years.
But then again, it's also like it could be a situation like Oscar Pistorius where you get an initial shorter sentence and then there's public outcry and then people are like, no, extend his sentence. And then they do a whole retrial and he ends up going to prison for longer than he initially planned. Or not initially planned, but longer than what was initially
subjected to him.
Yeah, what was initially given to him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because the court case, it started today. And already he's been told that he cannot be within 100 yards of Megan. And they filed a protective order against Tory Lanez on behalf of Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
He can't contact her in any way, shape, or form. That will be in violation, and then they might add it onto his sentence. Because this is a legal document. And if I'm correct, if you break the terms of a restraining order, whatever, you can be sentenced to prison, maybe for a shorter period of time. But if he decides that, oh no, he's going to message Megan and she decides to take this to the courts, he could end up seeing 1 or 2 more years added onto his sentence.
Just for not obliging to the rules of the restraining order.
Exactly. Because also, I don't think she wants anything to do with him.
I mean, the guy shot her. I also wouldn't. I actually wish
that he would go
evaporate.
Whenever I hear about Tori, I think of JT from City Girls saying that she thinks that Tori needs to get shot back. That always plays in my mind. The fact that she had to delete it because that would have been in contempt of her parole regulations. I just always chuckle. Like it kills me that that is so intense.
That's my girl though, JT. Period.
On the track, and
City girls are up. The
city girls are
up.
And the city boys are going to jail. Tori being the leader. He's really taken an L for all the short men out there.
Jalen.
He has.
Did you have to include his height?
Bro, listen. If Tori was a respectable man, I would disregard the fact that he's 4'4".
What? Okay,
apparently Tori's 4'4".
Okay, so wait, I'm quite tall, so I'm probably taller than him.
Oh no, for sure. Because I think Megan is about your height. Because she's like 1.7 meters.
Okay, I think I'm about 1.6. I think around there.
Between there. Oh no, so Tory Lanez is 5'3".
And
so let's see what that is
in
meters. Yeah. Because I don't know what it is.
Neither do I. I'd be lying if I had to just guess.
Bro, I know that I'm above 6 foot. I know that 1.8 meters is
so you are possibly taller than Megan.
Oh, I'm taller than Kendall Jenner. Literally.
Wait, so the women in America are short, but the men aren't.
The women are tall. South African women are not that tall.
Oh, okay.
Like you're above average height for a South African woman, I think.
Oh my gosh, I need to stop growing.
You need to stop growing.
Yes, I can't be getting taller and taller by the day.
But you know what? That means that your husband isn't in South Africa.
I mean, period. I've been saying I need to move overseas.
So yeah, so you're probably around the same height as Tory Lanez. He's 171 centimeters. No, you're probably taller than
No,
him.
I'm not.
I think you are taller than him.
I went when I went to the doctor. I measured myself.
When yesterday?
Yeah, and I was 1.6 something.
So then Tory isn't that for America he's short.
Yes, very short.
Because the average height in America is like 6 foot, so 1.8 meters.
Hectic.
South African men are short, so he's average height for a South African.
Yeah.
Gee, that's sad.
I mean,
Sorry. That's very, very sad. He'd fit right in here.
he would.
And Megan is how many meters? So just that we have a comparison. I know that it doesn't necessarily matter. Like, so you're the same height. So Saweetie, she's taller than you.
Oh my gosh. But I love that though, because then that means in another country I'm short. And I'm so glad to hear that because I'm literally taller than everybody I know. I mean,
Talking nonsense.
I'm taller than my parents.
Really?
Dude, imagine being taller than your mom and your father. Tense.
Okay, so Megan Thee Stallion, she's taller than you. So she's around my height. She's 178 centimeters.
Hectic.
So she is quite tall.
She is.
I want to meet these people. Like the fact that
I
Kendall,
feel like I could look at them like this, like,
but it would be like looking up to me. It's not that big of of
Okay,
a height difference.
but that's only of the people that we've, searched. And that. What about all the other people?
Hey, the men are tall. The men are
Yeah.
very,
Now,
very
I don't have a
tall.
problem with that, but you know what I'm saying.
You still you don't want to be stepped on when you're in public.
Yeah.
I think you'll blend in. Potentially.
You know.
So Tory Lanez, I think that's kind of like he's the court case has started, which is good.
Yeah.
They are reconvening next month. And it's funny that the day that the court case is reconvening is the same day that Megan Thee Stallion drops her Fashion Nova collection. Like I just found that
Awkward.
I find that really like uncomfortable because that's gonna
Maybe they're doing that on purpose.
But the court has nothing to do with that. The
Okay.
court doesn't know what Megan is doing. They schedule stuff, if I'm correct.
But fashion, okay, but then that means Fashion Nova probably already,
They set the date
arranged, yeah.
before, yeah.
Okay, so it's just a coincidence, guys.
It is, but I think it's like a really bad.
A bad one, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, on the day you're supposed to be launching something that makes you really happy and proud, you're gonna be thinking about.
Or
the day
that
you got shot.
or Tory's announcement, or Tory being in court is going to overshadow
Yeah.
the Megan launch. Because like I know the Shade Room was in the courtroom.
Yeah.
So if you go onto the Shade Room's Instagram page, you can actually see footage from the court. And yeah, so his court arraignment is postponed until the 18th of November, and he has to give away all of his guns. His bail was set, and he paid it same day.
Yeah.
190,000 rand. I mean,
Dollars.
Yo.
Oh, that's how much. Yo. Guys, don't shoot people in their feet, man.
No, just don't do stupid things. Because I always say when you do clown stuff, the clown comes back to bite, and the clown is coming back
Period.
to bite Tory. Yo, so Tory Lanez's bail was 3.144 million rand. That's how much he paid to get out of prison today.
Phew, child.
I find.
Yo.
Samuel.
Samuel, what?
The money,
Oh,
not the prison.
okay.
I'm too pretty for prison. We've established this.
I mean,
103 million rand
just
to get out of prison.
and that's just bail.
That's just bail. That's excluding the lawyers, all that stuff that goes into being
Guys.
in court. That's a lot. And then you still also remember he paid Megan's best friend hush money.
And she took it.
Kelsey, yeah. Kelsey and Megan aren't friends anymore. Kelsey was in the car.
Who's Kelsey?
Kelsey was Megan's best friend who was in the car.
The one that's always with her, like twerking. And...
Yes. She and Megan are no longer speaking.
Yeah, makes sense why I don't see them post about each other anymore. That is so. If my best friend has to keep quiet,
To accepted money from the man who shot me
Yeah.
and went and bought a diamond chain.
please don't even.
That's not a
think
friend.
That you just know you cancelled on the spot.
But they do say that money changes people.
Okay,
It's really unfortunate because she doesn't have her parents or her grandparents. She's alone.
Mm.
So all she really has is her friends who are able to help her go through everything. And
your best friend is supposed to be one of the people that are supposed to be there by your
Through
side, helping you
everything.
get through this.
It's really unfortunate, but I'm really curious to hear what comes out of the courtroom next. And now it is 6:30, and we're cutting to an ad break real quick.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
Celebrating queers.
Queers,
And all that
queers.
is queer.
we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Currently hosted by I Love Melville Live, and is sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. Fancy City, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.
So, guys, if you are just joining and you're wondering what the ad is about, the Grumpy Old Homos, their show is on a Monday and a Thursday, straight after the Gossip Invasion. They are hosting a fundraiser here at the Space in Melville. That is our studios. Tickets are 500 Rand, and that includes food, drink, and entertainment. They seem to have quite an interesting lineup coming in on the day. Seats are limited, so please get your tickets soon. And the event is on the 29th of October, just before Halloween.
Ooh, guys, be sure to pull through.
Yeah, because I don't think that there's actually going to be like a Pride event this year. You can't really have a Pride march when there's a pandemic in the air, when there's a virus floating around. So, yeah, so be sure to pull through to that. And we just finished discussing Tory Lanez going into court and his whole situation. And the timing is kind of like perfect for me. Well, not perfect, but it's pretty good timing because Megan Thee Stallion recently did a piece for the New York Times speaking about what it means to be a woman of color and the difficulties that they have to face. And she released like a short film where they do like a lot of little interviews of different women of color.
Oh yes, I saw that. She posted it on her Instagram. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was really like, it shows that she's truly like committed to making sure that Black women are seen and heard. Well, not Black women, women of color are seen and heard, and that their struggles are validated by so many people. And that's always been something that she's been very vocal about. And she says that protecting Black women should not be a controversial statement, because it's true, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
But because of the political...
I feel like most of the time, Black women's feelings and everything they go through is so... it's like pushed one side and their feelings are disregarded. And I think this is really going to... Like, there's been so many campaigns that have been, put out there to help change the narrative, and I really hope that this could be one of those projects that help change the narrative as well. Just to kind of give Black women that sense of hope and that,
assurance,
that there's gonna be change. It might not be now, but along the way it definitely will come.
I think it'll also hopefully it'll help Black women feel like they are not alone.
Yeah.
That there actually are people fighting for them, because Black women fight for a lot of different causes.
Yeah.
Throughout history, they fought for every single cause, but no one is really checking to support Black women. And she was even saying that she, as a victim, she was met with skepticism and judgment, and she's a huge celebrity. So imagine what it must be like for non-famous Black women.
Yeah.
If no one is if very few people were believing Megan Thee Stallion, who has nothing to who has a lot more at stake. I know that sounds a little bit rude, but
Yeah.
if you look at it, her reputation is on a larger scale. Let me put it that way. So her reputation is a lot bigger than a lot of other people. So for so many people to publicly shame her for what she did, imagine what communities are doing to Black women who are within their communities.
Yeah. And that aren't speaking out.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
a community is supposed to be somewhere where people you can go and find solace for whatever you're dealing with. But if your own community isn't protecting you, then who is?
Yeah. Yeah, guys, you know that saying charity starts at home, hey?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
And she was saying that, like, when she first spoke out about it, she said that she never really revealed who was her shooter because she was worried for him.
And she was trying to protect him. And I remember when she said that, everyone was like, why is it that Black women are never the ones that are being protected? It's always the Black woman doing the protecting, even when people don't deserve it, which is so true. And I mean, from that point in time, Tory should have already taken the initiative to go out publicly and apologize to her.
Yes,
Because-
he still hasn't done it.
And that's what's going to, keep him in prison. I mean, maybe not the sole reason, but I mean, surely deep down inside, you should feel some kind of remorse and feel that I need to apologize to this lady,
Yeah.
And I mean, not just any lady, this woman you claimed to have a thing with. And even besides that, you guys were friends. You
Yeah.
were so close. I mean, you guys, it just, yeah, I know. Tory just, he
took
dug
it
his
out.
grave. Now he needs to lie in it.
Exactly, because like, regardless of what goes on between you, if you are friends with someone, they owe you a certain amount of respect.
Exactly.
Even if they have wronged you, they have a duty to come forward and apologize. Because if they don't, then you kind of question whether they truly care about
Yeah.
you. And I think in a situation like that, where you're physically harming someone, not apologizing shows that you had no remorse for what you did and that you were intentional, you were purposeful with your intentions.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, it's just,
This just shows that you can't trust everybody, hey?
and she straight up says we were not in a relationship. Megan is denying it altogether. She has nothing to lose by acknowledging that they were in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that'll change the situation. But because Tory tried to manipulate the story and say that, oh no, Megan and I were together, it doesn't make sense why they are not, why she's behaving this way.
Look,
So-
what Mihle Matiso says. Yes, Kirsty, we are never protected as women, yet we try to maintain the dignity of everyone around us. That-
Exactly.
And that just goes back to what I said. Why? And it also pisses me off sometimes is that when people ask you, what is your opinion of a Black woman? Automatically it is strong. Why? Like, why is that the only description to give about a Black woman? We are so many other things. You know what I'm saying? Not as Black women, but as women as a whole.
Mm.
And it's really disappointing to see that nobody's there, to, protect and keep our Black women,
Safe, yeah.
So, yeah, no.
It's so hopefully Tory gets what is coming to him and he spends. Okay, I feel bad for his son though. Let me
Yeah.
not even lie.
But that's my thing. When you are doing these things, don't you think about what
The
you're
next
doing
generation.
and what you're going to leave behind if consequences follow?
Yeah.
I mean, Tory needs to use this as a waking up call, because you can't just go around with your gun, pew pew pew,
An unregistered firearm
Imagine.
in
And
a
I think
country that he
also-
isn't even a resident of.
And that's what's going to be make him be in prison longer. I don't know if that sounded right, but
I get
You
what
get
you're
what
trying
I
to say.
mean, yeah.
I get you.
guys, today is like I'm biting my tongue. Yeah.
So next thing, another rapper that I'm actually like,
Today we're on a roll with these rappers. Eh?
hey, the rappers are doing too much.
I mean,
Literally Shane Eagle, Costa Titch, Tory Lanez, and now Kanye West.
Oh gosh.
Whenever I say Kanye West, I think of, there was this meme and it's like, oh, Kanye West is sleeping on an airplane. So I was like, oh, he's taking a Kanye rest so he can be his Kanye best. And it was just like a whole stream. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, it's so Mihle is saying that I hate that as Black women we have to go out of our way to demand respect when we've worked so hard to get where we are.
Yes. And so many of the achievements of Black women are disregarded,
Mm.
which is really, I think it's really just unfortunate
Yeah.
because like women just deserve to be, praised and uplifted the same way men uplift
Yeah.
men, especially when they are in the wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, onto Kanye. So everybody knows that Kanye West is running for president, right? Apparently.
Apparently.
I don't understand that. I really, really don't. But then again, Donald Trump also has no history in politics, and look where he is.
He's the president of the United States.
A whole Where's Melania?
I have no idea. Oh, she must be recovering from COVID.
Did you see that Donald Trump apparently doesn't have COVID anymore?
Yeah, he's cured. He's cured.
What I really, really wonder what is
He's
happening with that.
cured.
But anyway,
But like the people were saying, it was just for the campaign.
no, but did you see that man? He was visibly struggling to breathe. You could see that he was in pain. I don't know. They probably
It could have just been an act, dude.
No, Donald Trump isn't that good of an actor. He's
Okay.
not that good of an actor. Like he was
Alright.
breathing and you could see that he was
Yeah.
struggling. But anyways, onto his best friend, Kanye West.
His best friend.
His best friend. So Kanye has been saying for years that he wants to run for president.
Yeah.
And this year he actually took the steps towards becoming a presidential candidate. And he went into these little campaigns where he discredited Harriet Tubman and freeing the slaves.
Yes, I saw that. And ever since he started running for president, his tweets were wild. Like
Kanye West and Twitter, not friends.
yeah, like people were saying he's wilding. Like, and
He and Donald Trump should both be banned from Twitter.
because the things they tweet.
No. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was thinking about
No,
Trump, but
no.
let's not get sidetracked.
Okay, yeah, no, that's all I wanted to say. Like his tweets are just wild.
Talks a lot of nonsense. He really,
Dude.
really does. And it never stops.
And it's not even like
never
it can be
stops.
used against him in the future. He's already, a
He's-
successful person.
Yeah.
So
If he decides to stop making music, it's fine because apparently he's worth like $3 billion.
I mean,
How? I don't know. Well, shame, no.
but he
quite
has a
few
clothing
businesses.
line, and
Yeah.
his clothing line at first was like super dope, and now it's like things that are coming. Personally, I wouldn't buy them, but I mean, for some people, it's nice. But I just think there's a point in time where you just need to be like, yes, I've done more than enough. It should stop right here and start with a different project. Come up with something new, something fresh.
Just take a page out of Kim's book.
Take a break.
Bro,
That too.
because like Kim, like now they're done with the reality show. She's gonna be doing other things.
You see?
Kanye should be done with trying to be a president, and he should be doing other things. Because I think that America would go
Yeah.
further into the abyss if Trump was president. Like genuinely, because he and Trump have a lot of very similar mindsets and like thought processes,
Yeah.
and they want the same things to an extent. So that's anyway. So
Yeah.
and he posted a video on Twitter today where Kanye
Okay.
posted a video on Twitter, and he said that he has 19% of all votes counted so far in the state of Kentucky. That's 40,000 votes that Kanye apparently has. It sounds ridiculous because
Yeah.
he's not even on the ballot. So people would have to literally be writing his name in on the ballots. So he was bragging. He's like, oh no, they better get the left wing of the White House ready. He's going to be up in there doing his thing. And then
Guys, whenever I hear of Donald Trump, I honestly
Donald Trump or Kanye West?
I don't think I can be surprised anymore. Like,
Oh, we're talking Kanye.
okay, well, yeah,
Same WhatsApp group though. Same WhatsApp group. But now it's been revealed that no, the only reason that he got those numbers was because they were testing out a system to see if the telecommunications were working. So Kanye actually has 0 votes.
okay.
I don't think he knows yet, but like someone tweeted, they're like, no, Kanye, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you don't have any votes.
But I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Oh no, it's a phenomenal thing because if Kanye gets votes, that'll split the Republican it'll split the Republican something, and Trump will probably end up president again. So if people
Isn't there other candidates that
Joe Biden and Donald Trump are the main two from the
So, who do you think should win?
Biden.
Okay.
Biden and
Yeah.
Kamala Harris. I'm sorry, I'm tired of Trump.
Yeah.
I'm not if I was in the US and I was voting, I would be a Democrat because Republicans are very conservative and that's not necessarily my mindset. So I don't really agree with everything that they
Yeah.
say. But personally for me, it must be Biden and Harris.
Mm.
So the rappers are just doing too much.
Another
Rapper, Dr. Dre.
No, so we should have just called this rappers tonight or
Facts.
something like
The rap recap.
you know.
Bars.
Period.
Bars.
Okay.
So Dr. Dre. So he's going through a divorce, right?
Yes, I saw that. And guys, his wife, no, she was just being ridiculous. How can you expect? How much was it for?
$2 million a month.
Yeah, because she needs to do her hair, she needs
Clothing,
entertainment.
her entertainment budget was like 900,000.
Guys.
It is ridiculous.
No.
So now she's under investigation for embezzlement.
Oh no.
So first of all, she's not getting that 2 million, and now she might go to prison before she even gets to touch her spousal, her divorce money. So so she and Dr. Dre, they started a record label together.
Yeah.
And she was obviously part of the management team, so she had access to funds, and she apparently stole, not borrowed, stole $385,029.
Now you see, when you
do clownery, the clown comes back to bite
you.
So one of her business partners, when they saw the what is it called? When they saw the money, when they saw the statements, they were like, "No, Nicole, because that's her name, Nicole Young.
Yeah,
I'm giving you an opportunity to give back the money."
Yeah,
she never did it.
See?
So now he's handed all this information over to the police.
Good, as he should.
As he should. So now it looks like Nicole Young is going to jail. And embezzlement is not, it's not a joke.
Yeah, it isn't.
It's a really,
it's the
really...
same as like what's it, a Ponzi scheme, they call it.
It's basically, Ponzi schemes do embezzle money, but like, this isn't the same as a Ponzi scheme because it was like an actual registered company.
Oh, okay.
But because of how, I don't know how it works in the States, but I know in the US, I mean, in SA, if you steal a certain amount of money, you get a couple of years for every million or whatever, every 100,000. A year or so is added onto your sentence, something to that effect. Okay. So with her, we don't necessarily know what the deal is.
Yeah.
But it looks like a homegirl is going to prison. Because she had the opportunity to give the money back.
She should have.
I would have.
I also would have.
I wouldn't have stolen money in the
first place. Especially from your husband.
From your own business. Never mind your husband.
Yeah, no. That is just busy.
So I think that she took it out because she could see that she wasn't going to be getting that 2 million a month. So she was like,
she knew, like a part of her knew. She was just testing the waters to see. Let me see. Maybe I can.
Maybe I can finesse.
But 2 million, she's crazy,
dude. A month.
Even if I was like the richest person on this planet, I wouldn't.
But then again, remember, Jeff Bezos had to give his wife half of his fortune, like $50 billion. George Bezos had to give his wife. And I think because Nicole Young and Dr. Dre have been together for a minute.
Yeah.
A minute. They're married in community of property as well. There was no... Because he didn't have money when they got married.
So was she the one with the money?
No, they worked... They did it together. They
worked their way up. Oh, I love that.
So they're literally... They built everything together and it's all coming down. And she is scrambling to try and make sure that she's not left destitute. And she's stealing money and jail wait for her.
Yeah,
that's really sad. And it's kind of a sad way to... When are we going to be getting rappers doing good? I'm tired of seeing them all do bad things. It's entertaining for us to listen to, but they need to be doing some good stuff.
Win, hey? We love seeing people win.
Exactly.
Come on, rappers.
Can you please do some good things? Can you open an orphanage? Can you feed homeless kids? Can you launch a bursary? Like Megan Thee Stallion launched a $10,000 bursary a few weeks ago.
Megan's my hot girl. I love her.
Stan. I'm a Hot girl summer.
period.
If coronavirus doesn't hit us with the second wave, hot girl summer.
Please,
But everyone,
no negativity.
go wear your masks so we can enjoy December.
Sanitize.
Sanitize. Take your vitamins. Vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, B, all of them.
Everything, all your vitamins.
All of them. And it is on that note that we end the show. So please don't forget to tune in tomorrow between 6 and 7 on the I Love Melville Live Facebook and Twitter pages. And don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe to the Facebook and Twitter pages, follow them. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Good night and God bless.
Bye. That was good. Oh.
Well, hello, everybody, and
Hey.
welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
Celebrating queers.
Queers,
And all that
queers.
is queer.
we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Currently hosted by I Love Melville Live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet, we've got the Mamas,
Lilo's going to perform.
and Robert Whitehead. Patsy City, I tell you, there was everybody everywhere.